Is it A-level results day today?
Yeah.
Or if there's any A-levelers watching this, I hope you got your results. If you didn't, doesn't matter. I didn't get any. I'm fucking caked. Okay, normal morning routine. Wake up, hydrate, weigh myself, hydrate, then 10 meg of your Himbine. Still on the 10 meg, I'm getting desired side effects from that. No need to increase it. I think there's 6 weeks till Ibiza. 6 weeks, is it Wednesday today or Thursday? So like 6 weeks yesterday. I'll probably up that in a couple of weeks time. Then 1 shot of black coffee, Colombia, Nespresso. Wait 20 or so minutes and we'll drive down to David Lloyd. Cardio essentials, sweat belt. This is the one from Argos, Ep.2. And cardio headphones. Obviously you sweat twice at the gym, didn't you? I sweat when I'm training, I sweat when I'm doing cardio. I don't want to double up on the sweat. Cardio is a lot harder when you're not on prep, because when you're on prep you've got that image of you on stage. When you haven't got that, it's significantly harder. Anyway, 250 calories on the stepper. Stepper just gets the job done quite quickly, and steps are on 10k now, so I'll jump off the stepper and try and get in about 4,000 or 5,000 steps on the treadmill, and then that means I've only got like 4,000 or 5,000 left throughout the rest of the day. Make the barrier, make the barrier. Made it. 250 calories of cardio done. The rate in which I'm dropping food and increasing expenditure is a lot more vigorous than I would do on prep. Usually on prep, because we allow ourselves more time, I wouldn't be making adjustments this quickly to diet and expenditure, but because we've only got 6 weeks, I'm pushing it a little. And which means the cravings are shooting up. I just want Marmite on top of Marmite at the moment. While my egg whites are cooking, morning health supplement routine, liver stack, Astric Flow, which, if you're slightly confused, on the Insight Sups website used to be the kidney and blood pressure stack. CV stack is also the old heart stack. So consume all of them, and then we'll have my number one. Yeah, what I do is, for my omelette, egg white omelette, 150 grams, put a bit of sriracha on one side, fold it over, put it on the spinach, and then ketchup on top of the omelette. So here is meal number one, going in approximately 2 hours after the Himbine was consumed with a black coffee this morning. We've got 1 Warburton's bagel, pissing with Marmite, as Danny Dye would say, 150 grams of egg whites in an omelette, and also 1 pack of the oats, the blueberry oats from Tesco's, 10 grams of Lindt chocolate in there, and a sliced up strawberry. Ten o'clock, time for a bit of work. Don't know if anyone else has the same dilemma, but when they sit down at a computer they require a beverage. I've already had a morning coffee, so that's out the equation. Don't really fancy a tea, I fancy something sweet and cold, so opt to have my greens. More of a fan of the mango than the apple, to be completely honest. But that's dieting as well. When you're dieting, if you have anything sweet, you really want something savoury after. If you have something savoury, like a load of Marmite, like I just did, then I want something sweet. So it's good to have like low calorie jellies on hand, or 0 calorie fizzy drinks. The blood orange from Marks and Spencer's is delightful. As it is push day and we are getting work done on my shoulder, my right shoulder, which is remarkably better before my push session, so I don't get that annoying like Hunchback of Notre Dame kind of vibe on my right shoulder. Just get the tennis ball underneath my shoulder blade on my chest and on my biceps as well, just to open me up a little bit, and then when I go into train it is noticeably better. Pre-workout time, push today. Elle tried some of this yesterday before me and she said it was very good. And I like the fact it's only got 150 milligrams of caffeine in, so nothing too crazy. Very strong on the cognitive enhancement side of things. Danny from Insight's a big fan of that. Scoop of that. One of my favourite pump formulas, Vascumax. scoop of each, and then Intra at the moment. NutriBio, very, very good tasting. Slightly lacking on the leucine side of things. But I scoop and half it to get to my 5 grams. But overall, very, very good. Solid. Tastes very good as well. It's like, what's that brand that were famous for doing BCAs? Extend. Strawberry kiwis, very nice. For anyone that wants a decent vlogging camera, Canon G7X Mark III has been released. I'm shooting on the Mark II, but I'm going to trade the Mark II in and get a Mark III. So the Ibiza 4.0 vlog will be spectacular. Oh, fucking hell. It's a very sharp lemon, that stuff. Yeah, you're kind of putting me off.
I'm so fit.
Because I'm so fit. How are we? Ooh, swag. Blue light blocking glasses and backwards cap. I had a really good bout of sleep last week and I put it down to blue light blocking glasses. Didn't change much, still had my one scooper. Now it's the police car. We'll roll with it, Doesn't matter. It's more urban with the police in the background. Really good bout of sleep last week. Nothing changed, still my one scooper Support Max Neuro, my sleep stack. But putting on the blue light blocking glasses from about 6:30 onwards throughout the rest of the evening had its effect. So in one of those moods today in the gym where I didn't really want to film every single exercise, so I got a few. I've lost my cuffs, so whereas I would be doing a clavicular fly here, I'm just using the chest fly, and again getting the resistance as closest to the axis as possible, so there's less joint force. If you have something like that at your gym, then go for it, or just a normal pec deck. If you've got the one with the long handles, it's a bit uncomfortable, but the ones at Kings have got the pads. First time trying out this Arsenal strength press, which is fantastic, because if you can see on the machine, you can adjust the height so you don't get in this horrible position where you're starting with a horrible sort of shoulder position like on the Watson incline pin press. Here you can adjust the height, which is fantastic, really, really nice. You put 20 on, you think, oh, I can do a bit more. You put another 20 on, 40 kilo, I think, fuck, I want to do 100 here. You put another 20 on and it just completely like fucks you. So I need 3 plates. Good starting point, I suppose. Then we went on to some single arm machine lateral raises. This particular machine, I really don't like the way it's set up, in the sense that if you do them with both arms, I just find the drop off at the top's horrible. So again, enabling more stability, increasing force, just doing them one, like single-handed, one arm, it just feels a lot nicer. If anyone trains at Muscle Works Orpington, you've obviously got the Cybix one where I can sit on that with both arms and it feels fine. But this particular one, I like doing them just with a single arm. And then, I mean, there was more exercises. There was more lateral work with dumbbells. No, I haven't done any overhead pressing for shoulders for months now. Just they're not programmed in, and Callum will program in them in October, having decent amounts of success without having any pressing movements. These shoulders still giving me a bit of ag. It seems that 1 week when I have treatment with Lauren, that week's fine, but then going into the second week I have to focus really hard on all my exercises. Otherwise it really plays up a little bit. So just getting the tennis ball under there, and it's helping it a little bit. It is helping a little bit. I would like to try and push for a scan almost, just to see what is going on, because it clicks all the time, and it, sometimes I'm walking around and I'm like, why is my right lateral like fucked up like that? Quite frustrating. Anyway, 5 weeks left until Ibiza. Relatively happy with how progress is going. This was filmed like a few days ago. Conditions coming a little bit better this week. Weights dropped quite significantly, and then tomorrow we'll be having another macro change, dropping my carbs down to 200, but I'll go through that in the next vlog. A very successful push workout. I'm a fan of that Arsenal strength machine. Very, very nice. Post workout we are having the following: 200 grams of 5%, It's the organic range from Sainsbury's. You'll find that there's a higher protein per 100 grams compared to like the 250 grams of lean mince 5% that I usually get from Tesco. And in terms of sauces, I'll put about 5 grams of the smoky bacon, El Del Paso, some sriracha, whack some red peppers in there, and then over the top. And then these are handy. This is just half the size of the usual 250 gram packs. 1.5 minutes in the microwave and you're sorted.
Evening Standard.
Evening steps with the goddamn shooks. Got 3,000 left.
Is that it? Done a lot today.
7.
Where have you been?
Some girl's house.
Oh, fuck off.
Going to Sainsbury's. I need some mince and some chicken. And get some Epsom salts as well. Because I don't have where to look on the phone. Because I'm still fatigued. I fucked myself because I trained legs with Josh on Friday. Then we went out on Saturday, got on it. Then, when did I have legs with Sammy? Tuesday. And I just haven't recovered, so I need a couple of baths and a good sleeps. Tell a lie, earlier I think I said there's more protein in lean. It was because obviously it's a bigger pack. So do excuse my mistake. You can see how I easily get muddled up though, can't you? Anyway, I'm going to buy this. Evening steps done, time for my number... What's funny? Oh, you throw me off me.
Sorry.
Meal number 3, post workout. This is where I have more carbohydrates. Why don't you have more carbs post workout? So I'm not really hungry post workout. I'm hungry at this point. So what we'll be doing is 150 grams of chicken is being cooked, and then what I do is I cook the rice in the microwave. Once it's cooked, right back in the pan with the peppers in. Paprika and onion chicken seasoning, light soy sauce and some sriracha mixed together, sort of a nice stir fry, quite tasty, and then just chuck some tomatoes on the top after. And there we go, meal number 3. Doesn't look very appetising, but it's very, very tasty. Gonna finish Chernobyl, got a couple of episodes left. It's very good, I highly recommend you watch it. It's not Netflix though, is it? It's Prime. $11.99 I had to pay for the box set. But highly, yeah, worth it. Apologies, the sun is setting and the lighting's getting poor. It's like my sweet treat for the day. Got 1 scoop of the Raw 1 mint choc with coconut milk, 1 pack of the apple and blueberry with a square of the 90% dark chocolate, and then 2 slices of the Tesco's high protein loaf with peanut butter and Marmite. Got to lean out the window, and that's me done for the day. And then we'll be going to bed in about an hour and a half. And then half an hour before bed I'll have my sleep stack. And I'll have a lovely sleep. I need a long one tonight. So I'm not going to set my alarm. I'm going to have an additional sleep cycle. Extend it a little bit. Good morning. Let's talk about sweat belts. Dropped it. I had to go and do cardio then because I went a little bit psychotic, and now I'm back in the car and I can see the camera. I'm going even more psychotic. £500 down the drain, plus 700 for the new one. Love it. Anyway, the reasoning and physiology behind wearing a sweat belt, and I spoke about on Joey D's podcast as well, and I think new research will come to light in the next couple of years that cements spot reduction to be a thing. Poor use of the English language, I apologise. But we know that lipolysis and obviously the release of fatty acids is caused by heating a specific area, and now the research coming to light that training muscles proximal to that area can also increase blood flow, therefore increasing the mobilisation of fat from that area, on top of potentially topical and oral euhimbine, again can play a big part in it. I've noticed a small difference between wearing sweat belts and not with previous contest preps in terms of tightness around my midsection. Do it if you want to do it. It's up to you. Probably only plays a small percentage into the overall goal anyway. Caloric deficit being the main key driving factor here. Anyway, I thought I'd explain my reasoning behind wearing a sweat belt. I'm going to go home now and throw that camera in the bin and eat. Good God, I'm pale. The G7X Mark III, uncropped 4K, 20 megapixel, 120 frames per second, and got an audio input. Usual flip screen. Don't drop this one. Well done, Canon. They've added a mic input for a point and shoot. So any upcoming vloggers, I like filming on 50. Ooh. We're live, 7 o'clock. Orders are coming in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a sellout. Thank you to those who purchased the t-shirts last night. I shipped them today. Second class signed for. So they should be with you in a couple of days' time. Took 28 minutes to sell out. So I'm going to contact the manufacturers tomorrow to get another run put in, because I did a little survey monkey this morning and there was like 500 responses. So I think the next run will be obviously a lot larger, with small, medium, large and XL in there as well. So that, depending on the time it takes, then probably like 3 or 4 weeks we'll put up another run. I was going to say we go again then. I was going to say that, and I'm going to never say that word. I hate people that are saying that. We go again. Stay classy, San Diego. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, good night. Much love.